Are you the fella we've been looking for?
Depends on the fella you've been looking for.
Rumor has it you're the fella there with the souped-up hybrid.
I think I know what you boys are putting down.
Well, it depends on if you're the man.
I'm the man. And you hear fellers wants to race me? Well, now let me tell you what. I ain't ever had a fella who wants to race this beast.
Well, we'll see about that.
Well. Have you heard the story about the hot rods race?
Which one's feller?
The one with the Hellcat and Thunderbird. Well, I was one driving that here old Prius you see right here.
Well, that's what we thought you here, see, you feller, but you was the man with the hot rod Prius.
Well, you fellas done and found the right fella that you're looking for.
So, would you be game to race a couple of fellas? Some dudes, yeah?
Well, gosh. I'd say that you would be mistaken if you darn boys want to race this race. I am the fella I was darn referring to, the man with the hot rod Prius right here.
Well, see here, you darn fool. We a couple of NASCAR boys.
Ah, so stockmen. Then you boys really are some darn fools. Street racing ain't for you right turners. You're all honky-tonk.
Well, I am honky-tonk. That's got not a darn thing to do with this here's race.
Well, you see, I'd love to race, but I got a pretty big darn problem.
Well, darn it, fool. We ain't got no time for chickens, you darn fool.
Well, I ain't no darn fool. That's all some honky-tonk. But my hot rod Prius ain't gonna blow its brewery.
Well, gosh, what in the god darn did you do it, you darn fool?
Well, boys, I done reckon I done got up a pretty good darn. What I got darn did to it, I was listening to Bocephus. And the darn thing done up and did.
Well, there is your darn problem. You darn done up killed a real high price I listened to. The darn old Hank Williams Jr. compact disc. Well, I reckon I darn done up and never ever heard something so darn foolish as you hear Hot Rod Prius.
Well, gosh, she's a beaut. She's just sensitive, like a pretty lady. You see, Toyota builds them right.
Well, so can we race or not? I'm getting the itch to drive.
Well, gosh darn, hold your Daytona horses right here.
I'm Jerry, he's Chuck.
It god darn don't matter who the hell our darn is, right? Oh, my goodness, my Prius is still done up and dead.
Well, I would be sure as God that we could jump that god darn car.
Huh? Well, what you done get, that darn fool, we couple boys offering to jump your hot rod Prius. You hear, feller? So we could have god darn do a couple laps against you darn fool.
Well, dang nabbit, I don't give a god darn yap. My Prius is toast and all you're offering is butter.
Well, if you god darn, you're plain dumb damn fool. You couldn't even pour water out of boot if them god darn instructions was on the goddamn darn uphill dumb damn fool. I'm with the Prius.
Speaking of which, why you're god darn dumb fool plain dumb done up and gone brought one here god darn dumb Prius, bought yourself a god darn electric automobile.
Well, shoot, I would reckon I don't know why I'd go buy myself a goddamn Prius. I just thought she was a beaut. I don't care a darn if she's electric. She's still a rod, and she's still my rod even though she don't got a battery.
Well, that's a beautiful story. But that don't got a darn thing to do with anything, you darn fool.
Well, shoot. I reckon it wouldn't hurt to jump it.
You're darn fool. We had already asked to jump your Prius. God darn fool, you ever listen to anything we're talking about?
Well, you darn boys, I reckon. I do suppose my high-octane lifestyle might have squandered the foolish utilities of my cerebral cortex. The region that commands one's memory, thinking, learning, reasoning, problem-solving, emotions, consciousness, and functions related to your senses. That my own self-fulfillment led me down a destructive path, or adrenaline was my own ironic downfall, I suppose.
Well, god darn.